What's up, guys? Back with another Honkai Star Roll video. In this video, we are going to talk about character past. Now, I wanted to talk about this when March dropped, but obviously, gotta do showcases and whatnot. I wanted to use the character, so we're finally having the time to talk about this. Now, before we talk about this, I just want to say this is speculation. Don't be being like, oh my god, he leaking stuff. I'm not. I don't do leaks. Don't do leaks. Don't do leaks, right? It's all speculation. Now, a few things, right? This could all just be whatever, right? However, I feel like a lot of effort was put into this, and I know March 7th is kind of like the poster child of Star Rail, but considering how much effort was put into this and a few other things, I feel like I got something here, right? Now, this is the March 7th character switch pass screen. Now, there's only one other character that can switch pass, and that is the MC. However, the MCs look like this. It's pretty much the same generic galaxy background, and then you just have the typings, you click it, and then bam. That's it. It's the same button as if you click to switch characters. It's the same, like, animation and all that, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic, and it honestly kind of sucks. I feel like we definitely need a update in the future that makes the MCs more like marches, right? Which I'm hoping we get at some point, because I think it would be kind of cool for like Harmony MC. Maybe the MC has the hat on by default, or maybe when they're like the preservation, they have like their clothes are a bit more red, or like there's fire around them or something to make them a bit more unique. I know the character isn't used too much in the other forms, but like look what March got, bro. Like a bit unfair, right? But there is a few other details. Now, one thing I want to mention, the rules are the exact same. It says, as certain characters progress through the game, they can select new paths. When the same character switches across different paths, they will inherit the respective character levels. Character ascensions, but traces and Eidolons are independent. When the same character switches to a different path, their light cones and equipment will be independent to each path. In the switch path menu, you can change the character's path, after which the light cone develops, the cloak will automatically be updated. This is just so it's like they keep it. So if I were to switch to destruction, funny enough, I'm pretty sure I have a preservation light cone on, which is funny, right? It'll keep the relics. I don't have any of my relics on anymore. And then when I switch back to Harmony, I switch back to the Harmony MC's relics. I do wish that they'd update to where you could do this with any character. That way you can have loadouts, because the amount of times I've gone in, like I did the Young Lee showcase, and I think it was Apocalypse Shadow with Boot Hill, and I just didn't have a rope, because I gave the rope to Jing Yun when I did a video for him with the whole Jing Yun buff, which by the way has been 100% confirmed to be a bug, unfortunately. Does suck. Lightning Lord needs to be buffed. They gotta do something about that guy, because he straight up sucks. But this is not a video to shit on Jing Yun. We are talking about character costumes slash pass, right? Now, getting back into it, the only thing that they share on the screen is the rules and the switch pass. When you go over to marches, right, there is character details added. There is a little paragraph sentence, sorry. If it was a paragraph, I'd be like, whoa, hold on, that's a little too much. It explains what she does. And then she has like a cool pose, and then she transforms her outfit, yada yada, right? Now, this is a lot more animated and looks a lot better than the Harmony MC. And the reason I think we could potentially see more characters getting it is because, one, they never mention March's name at all through this, right? Which could just be, like, oh, well, that's just how they decided to do it. Hear me out. Does not say March's name at all. The character details is not anything through March. Literally, this whole screen has nothing to do with only March 7th. Everything on here, besides obviously her model, could be replaced with somebody else, and it would still work, right? Plus, with the rules, they were vague like this for the MC, I'm pretty sure. It says as certain characters. So they left it vague on purpose. So if they intend to add more characters, then they can do it. And it won't just be like, oh, when March 7th and that Trailblazer progresses the story, yada yada, right? So there is probably going to be more characters. Plus, March actually had an outfit which people thought was going to be the first paid cosmetics. In Genshin, there are 4 and 5-star costumes that you can buy that changes the outfit of the characters, right? Now, unfortunately, we never got that costume for March, but we did get this costume for March in her new Swordmaster form. So, instead of making you pay for costumes, we could get a feature where you summon, or maybe through an event, probably the free characters such as like Donhang, Asta, Herda, Yukong, Lynx will be giving a new form via like an event, right? And it would just correlate with Genshin having free event costumes. And then if you want a 5-star, you have to summon for it, right? This way, if you're on the screen, it would just have like an X, right? I don't know what the screen looks like if you don't have Hunt March unlocked. I'd have to ask a friend who doesn't have it unlocked yet, but we're already recording this video, so I'm a bit too late for that. If it had like X'd out and be like, oh, if you click on it, it's like, oh, you can't access it, like you have to summon, like let's just say Kafka, right? Because we're going to talk about Kafka in a second. Like, oh, you do not have like Kafka Harmony, so you can't do anything with it, and then it just like blocks you off. And so you would essentially be summoning for a new form of the character. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, I already pulled the character, why do I have to summon for the new form? A million gacha games do that. I'm pretty sure Honkai 3 even has you summon for the same character with like a different outfit or mechanic or whatever it may be. Thanks for the humming Kafka. So it wouldn't be like that scummy. Like that's just how games are. Like Dokkan Battle, bro. The amount of times you summon for a Goku, like you just because you pulled the Goku, don't mean you got every single Goku. You got to summon for more Gokus, bro. That's just how it is. An old gacha game I played, Konosuba, didn't have a lot of characters, so one of my favorite characters was Wiz, right? Which was pretty cool, And there would be a generic Wiz in her normal outfit. There'd be a legendary Wiz where she has this cool like wizard outfit on. There'd be a like what was it? There was a like New Year's Wiz where she has this cool outfit on as well. There was like a adventurer Aqua. I think she was like a priest. There was like a werewolf Darkness at some point. And it's the same character, but you're summoning for different outfits or forms of the characters. Like there was like a million Cosmo ones where he's like in a school outfit from like, Japan school outfit. His normal getup without the jacket, his track outfit. Like there were so many costumes that are all just Cosmo. So it's like the same thing, right? So I don't think it's scummy at all. You're summoning for Electric Nihility Kafka, right? And you have Electric Nihility Kafka, you still have the character, right? Then I'm going to use the Harmony one because, like I said, we're going to get to that in a second. So if you want to summon for Harmony Kafka, you got Harmony Kafka, right? You're good to go. The only downside is you wouldn't be able to use them on the same team since you can't use March, the Ice version, and the Hunt version, which could be a bit annoying with team comps if they decide to lean into this heavily. But the reason I'm talking about Kafka so much is because in the new Apocalyptic Shadow, there is a new animation, and it looked a bit stiff, I'm not gonna lie. Plus, there's also new art, but this could just be the Apocalyptic Shadow stuff going into effect. And I'd like to imagine if we got new forms, I'd pray that we get new costumes with it, or maybe we're able to toggle between costumes. Having the same costume for a Kafka and then having to summon first does seem a bit like unfortunate, right? But let me go ahead into the fight and I'll show you what I mean real quick. Alright, so right here, you're going to see an animation on the enemies, right? And then she does this. It looks super stiff and she just kind of like freezes up at the end. Let me pull this up real quick. So this is the dominated effect. This is like a random Google search image when you are about to get dominated and then you attack your allies. This is the animation. I know it's super blurry, I do apologize. When you are starting the fight for Apocalyptic Shadow. Now, it is a similar pose, however, the wires are in different spots, right? Plus, this one is a lot more smooth, while this one is super choppy. Which leads me to think, okay, that could be a new animation for Kafka, and they're not quite done with it. And other characters have different animations through their boss fights. Sam is a good option. I believe Sam like runs up and punches you for when it is like a lot of fire behind you. That could be a new version of Sam. Now, it would be a bit lazy to recycle those, but that would be an easy way to have new characters with new animations. They already have them in there. The Kafka one being like very broken is very interesting. Kafka could be the first summonable character to get that treatment. Like I said, I keep saying Harmony because she's buffing the enemies now on. So I'll just be like, okay, there's a new Kafka. Maybe she has like a new coat on or whatnot. Or maybe it's like a suit. Or maybe it's like the dress from the Battle Pass. I think I have that icon. Where is it? Did I never get it or did I pass it? Yes, right here. She has like a black dress. You could get this black dress Kafka, and she could be a. We're just gonna say Quantum because it works well color-wise. Could be a Harmony Quantum Kafka in this black dress, and when you summon her, you can switch her over, and she has like the dominated, like effect animation, and it's like a Bronya buff or something like that, where like makes the character unable to like ult or whatever, but you're skilled in a basic attack does like a bunch of damage or something like that, right? I'd be cool with that. I don't think it's scummy at all. I think that would be a pretty new way to kind of push old characters back into the meta. Now, it wouldn't make the old characters technically come back into the meta, but you'd be able to use that character. A good example is Yanqing. Yanqing is probably one of the worst characters in the game, but he's super cool. If you drop a Yanqing, they could still be ice, but it's like ice destruction or whatever. Or hell, they could make it Ice Hunt still and they just updated his kit. Even if you have to summon for him, that means that you can still use Yanqing if you like Yanqing. But as always, people are going to be a bit torn. It's like, okay, why can't you just buff the character and then let me use the old characters that I already have? You know, it's always going to be a bit iffy. I think as long as they give us new typings, new pass, almost I keep saying classes, new paths and new outfits, I'd be more okay with summoning. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. As always, this is just speculation, going off of how the March 7th path system goes. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and of course I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.